Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Adidapo, and in this video tutorial, I just want to continue the front-end development training. So the first time we talk about HTML, the basic aspect of it. So today again, we'll be going to HTML and CSS together. So we have two ways. We have different type of CSS. We have internal CSS, external CSS, and we have inline CSS. Or let me just say inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS, and then we'll talk about HTML again. So if you are learning web development or front-end development, these are the basic things that you still be meeting or you'll be learning. And I started my front-end development few weeks ago, and most of the things we were being taught how to build different login page, and then we're gonna pick some of them and we're gonna do them easily. We're gonna write the code, we're gonna do them easily. So guys, are you ready? Now let's go ahead and do this. So guys, let me clean. This was the one I just did just for sample sake for myself. This is me. My name is Haida Komake Sunday, and I'm the CEO of Dleading Web Design. We actually build websites with no code. So I decided to say, okay, let me learn web design. So guys, now this is the code, and we're going to start writing our own code now. So first and foremost, I'm going to delete my HTML code, and I'm going to delete my CSS code, and then let's come back to this site again to check. Control. Can you see nothing is there? We have nothing. So guys, let's start. So what we want to do, let's pick one of these forms. Let's build this form, this simple login form now. So we're going to create this. Are you ready, guys? So let's jump into the coding part of it. The first thing you need to come here is what is let's start with declaration stuff. You just click on shift and 1. So click on enter. This is the declaration form. So if you are using HP, just click on shift 1, then it will give you this and enter. So you get the declaration form. So what do you want to call the title of your form? I want to call it code plain, or let me just say code plain. I like to play with code, especially since I've been learning it. So let's come back here. Let me show you what I mean. So refresh. So if you notice, by the time I refresh now, if you bring your cursor here now, you'll be seeing code plain. Can you see it? So guys, let's start. That's our heading right away. So then let's start the body. If you look at this body, number one thing is that HTML is very simple. It's very nice. It's very cool. Very nice, cool, and easy to do. So now let me explain this thing for you before we start it. This is the body, the whole body. These are the body. Now this white space is the container that contains all this thing, and it's called div. You can use div. So this is a what? An input with a what? With a placeholder. This is also an input with a placeholder. This is a button with a name, and this is a p test, p and href. So these are all the things you need to know now. So if you can know all these things I say now, it's very easy. So let's just go ahead and do that fastly. So let's come back here. In my body now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open it. I'm going to type div, enter. So everything I want to put, I want it to be in div. You understand? So the first thing I want to put inside my div is what? This thing did not have anything called login. So we just put an input button. So let's go there. First input. This is input. Click on it. And what type of input is it? It's test, because if you look at it here, this is test. So you just copy, just type in that name. So you just leave it as test, carry your cursor to this place and put space, placeholder. What will be the name of the placeholder? Username. Can you see it now? Enter again. Another input. This time around it will be password. This instead of test, it will be password. Password, your placeholder again. Let me see what they put here. The placeholder is also password. Can you see? Now the third one now is what we call button. Button, and what did they put there? Login. Login. Then the next one is P. Sorry, P right. and just enter that is paragraph. And what did they put there? I think they said need not registered, create an account. So come here, just type not registered, registered or ed. Now create an account. This create an account now. You're not going to write it. Just type A again. A is a link. So click on A. A is a short form to write a link. So in the href stuff, just put what? Put hashtag. That means the link is just put hashtag. In your own case, if you want it to link to another page, you can link it to another page. So you now come to this page here and you type what you call create an account. So create an account. Let me check. Yeah, that's what we have here. So now, since we write that, let's come here. Let's refresh. Can you see these are all the things we have here? Can you see all of them? And it's not coming up well, right? Fine. So let's see something. So this is our CSS. So I'm using external CSS. I will start with external CSS first, and then maybe later on I can now begin to show you, because the best way to do it is to use external CSS. I'm telling you. So, but with time, we still know how to do what internal CSS and inline CSS. But left to me, I won't advise you to do inline CSS. It's not a professional way. Internal CSS is still not that standard professional way. External CSS is the professional way. And how do you create your external CSS? Maybe in the next video, I will teach you how you can create your external CSS outside of your internal CSS. So you understand? So, but then let's go. So this is my CSS stuff now. The first thing I want to do is, let me come here. I want to pick this color. This color. So I needed to know. So now what I want to do now, I want to pick this color for our body color. So let me use I have a tool I used to use to pick my color. Let me see, maybe this tool will work. Yeah, it will. Click on this color now. I've copied the color. So the first thing I'm going to come here now, I'll go to my CSS code now. Now I'll come here and I'll type body. Sorry, what is this? Sorry, let me just. Yeah. So I'll come here now. I'm not asking a question. Come to my. Now before that, for us to do anything, okay. Now for example, if I type anything here now, body, and I click on background color, and I paste this color code there. So you see, if I come back to my body, you will not see it reflecting. So you see, nothing is reflecting. Why? Because I have not linked them together. So all I have to do is to come here and link them together. So before your head, just click on, after this title here, click on enter and click on link and click on now click on what's the name of your what is it called, CSS, please. It's style.css. So just type style STYLES.css. This is it. So when you do that now, if you come back to your site now and you refresh, can you see now that we have this here? But this is still not looking good, right? Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm going to walk through everything. So let's go back. Let's continue. So in our body, now the next thing we want to do is let me do like padding. Let me just do padding if you need. Sometimes you don't even need it, but then I like to 30 ps. Wall padding, we just give it space, all the top, above, blah 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 blah. So you see, that's what padding we do. But then I will still take away the padding very soon. But just for you to see something. So let me take away this padding. First. So background color, height, yeah, 100 VH, justify, content, center, and align, item, put it in center too. So let's refresh. if you look at it, when you refresh, we are supposed to see something that come to this place that make them center, but it's not working, right? Fine, but don't worry about that. What we need to do now is display. So display, put your display in flex and put your, so by the time you write display flex, so you can decide to take a flex direction. What this thing means that flex means let him take the whole, flex means let it take the whole width, the whole screen. You understand? So you cannot say flex direction column, but sometimes it might not even work, but just do it. Let's just do the flex direction column. But the sense of this tutorial, we'll still see what I mean by that. So let's come here. So let's refresh. Can you see now? We have it at our center now. Now, the next thing now we need to do is to, all these 1, 2, 3, 4, they are inside a div, right? So let's do the div. Let's give the div class. This is the div. So come here, click on class, give it first. Immediately give it first. Come here, enter. Now, because we are using class, if you are using class, you must put in dot. That's the first principle. When you are using class, you must put dot. So what is your class? Your class is equal to what? First, right? So you will now type dot first. Show you see now. Space. Your curly bracket. Enter. Show you see now. That means we are telling the stuff that we want to work on everything that is inside this place. Now the first thing we need to do is background color. Background color is what? White. Now if you come here, look at it, you can see that this is white, right? And if you look at this one, it is white, right? Okay, fine. Now this one had a part, I think it had an heading, a border rather. I'll come here, just come here, border radius, border 1 pixels, solid, hashtag CCC. That is the gray border. So if you come here again, refresh, you may not be able to see it very well. Don't worry, you'll see it very soon now. The next thing is we should do now is padding 50 pixels. Let's just say 50 pixels. So let's see what I'm talking about. Refresh. Can you see now? It's coming out a little bit. Come back here. Now let's do flex. Display flex. I want you to be seeing it that I'm doing it. Everything is now here, right? Now that is what flex does. Now flex direction. Now okay, this flex you said we should do. How do you want it to go? Instead of saying row, you now use column. Now you will see how column was used to be. Now refresh. Can you see now? Now you now come here again. Okay, let's come to this place. Let me see this. Now let's come and do our input. We need to do input. This input. Let's work it out. Let's work on it once and for all. Sure you understand. I want to copy this color for this input. Color Zilla. Copy this color. I've copied the color now. So come back here. Now our input did not have anything. Show you see now. Our input did not have anything. So you come here. Now, because if you notice, when we are doing for body, we did not put dot body because body is standing on its own. If you look at input, now input does not have class. So you just come here and type input. Show you see like this now. The first thing you want to do is background color. This. Padding. 20 pixels. Let's see it. Let's look at our input. Sure you are seeing it now. No problem. Margin bottom 10 pixels. Okay. Border, I don't want border. Border, none. That look like. Can you see it? So I think you don't need to do anything about the import stuff. Let's make I can make it to be more bigger than this. Width 80%. Let me just see how it will look like. 80% is too much. Let me do 60%. Let me do 50% or 40. Okay, I think it's still okay like this. So here you're seeing it. So if you want to style this also, this username that is inside to make it more bigger, you can still do that. But let's just leave that for now. Here you're with me. Now, let's do this button now. So you understand. Let me see the space that is in between this one. I think the space is more than the one we have here. So let me use 20. Margin bottom, let me use 20. Yeah, it's cool now. So let's come to the button. Now you see button, right? Just come here. If you notice, button did not have class too. Here you see, button did not have class. So because it does not have class, it's going to stand on its own. Sure you understand. Enter your curly bracket. Your curly bracket. So the first thing I need to get from this button is color, the color of this button. Because I don't want to be stressing myself to be writing color. Colorzilla. Just copy this color. What is this like this? Colorzilla. I'll copy the color. So let me come here. The first thing I want to do is background color. Background color, I'll paste it. Normal color. This normal color is what will form the text of the color. The text color, white. Padding, I will use 20 pixels. Let's check. Can you see border? Let's remove the border. Yeah, the border is none. I think they use, yeah. Let's work on this. Border none. Font size, make it 25 pixels. Let me see how it will look like. Yeah, I like it like this. So you see now it's coming like this. So if you still want to reduce this, you can still reduce it to make it like 35 or 30 here. You can just say 30. And let me do font size, font weight, let me make it 700. Can you see now? It's going the way we want it. So if you want to make this label placeholder inside to be bigger, we can still do it. So you understand? So let's continue. Let us say we want to make that placeholder inside to be bigger. We can do it. So let's just come here, copy this your input. Don't let me copy it. Let me make it easy for you. Come here. Don't forget we want to do the input now. Let me give a space. Input. But the input we want to do is the placeholder. So you understand. You can open a bracket. You can just open this bracket and put placeholder. Should I say placeholder or test? Yeah, let me just use placeholder. No, don't let me even put it in this bracket. Let me just type placeholder. Placeholder. This space this text size font size rather. I'm just using 16 pixels. I will reduce it, but I just want you to see something. Show you see that this is what we have here before. Let me refresh. So it doesn't work for this. The thing did not work. I mean our code is wrong. So if our code is wrong, all we have to do is this. Just open this placeholder. Let me see, maybe it will work now. Can you see now that it worked? So for you to see, let me make it bold so that you can see. Font weight. Let me make it 700. So let's refresh. Here's what we have here before. Now refresh. Here's it now. So just for you to do. So anything you want to do anything inside, but you know this one they don't use any font width. So we can just reduce the font width or take it away. So I'm just going to take his front width away and give it padding of maybe just 5 pixels. Please make sure you write your pixels very well. It's very, very important. Oh, can you see what this thing does now? Because we make the padding 5 pixels. Now don't forget that we have padding here already. We have padding here already, 20 pixels. We now write another padding here, 5 pixels. So according to CSS type, CSS will take the latest one to be more prioritized than the previous one. So this is the previous one. This is the latest one. So by the time we take away this latest one now, let me just leave that alone. I come back here and refresh. Can you see now? Sure, you see what we're talking about. So that is just it basically. Now let's now do this one now. Now if you look at this place now, we have P, right? Not register P. So let's do that. So we'll come here again. P does not have class, right? So because P does not have class, we're going to leave it like that. So you just come here and say P, enter. And what do you want to do with our P? Number one, we want to make it bolder. Let me see what they did there. They want to fade it. I want to fade it and make this one this kind of color, right? So let me get this color first. One issue I see is to have with my CSS code is how to put this in center, but then let's do it. So I've copied this color code. Now that's what we use for P. So test color, is it test color? No. Color. We'll paste this. Let's check the P. Let's check this P in our own here. Can you see that it has fade? But people cannot see it. So let me just make it a little bit bolder, a little bit. I'll just show a little bit at least so that it can be seeable. It's seeable. Test align. Let me see test center. Yeah, good. Margin top. This one I don't like the way it's close with this. see that there's a space there. There are two ways of doing it. I can give it a padding or use margin. Let me just give it a padding of 10. Let me remove text decoration, none. And padding, let me just use 20 pixels. No, 10 pixels is okay. And if you want to just apply it to the top only, you can just apply it to the top. Let me just use for everything. You see now. So if you notice, this text decoration did not affect this one, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust this one. And I think the font is bigger. There is big stuff here. It's a little bit bigger. So let me use 16 pixels. Let me take away the text decoration. It's not in here. It's not working. Font size. Let me use font size. Font size is 16 pixels. Yeah. So I'm coming now. I'll come and refresh. 16. It is small. Maybe we should make it 20 or 18. 18. That is one issue. Shall you see all this thing now? 18. Yeah, 18 is. I think 18 is a little bit okay now. Now, if you see this one now that they are close to each other, have you been we are using? I think they are also close here too. Okay, fine. So no problem. Now we want to work on this one like this now. This link. Don't forget that this is not with this. Is with this A, but this is inside this A. But one thing is that this is not A. This is not P rather. This create an account is not P. This all this thing now is P. Let me show you what I mean. If you look at it, P is not register. And now put A inside P. So now let's work for A2. So this is A now. We want to do for A. So I type A. Don't forget that there's no class here. There's no class here. No class. So if you don't put class, I told you when you are using class, you will use dot the class name, right? So like this place now that we use a class here, you will see that this one is a class and the class is first. Now if you look at it here, you see that this is it here, class first. That's why we use dot. The other place we don't use dot because we don't use class. So let's do for A2. A now, we open a curly bracket. The first thing we want to do is number one, font size. It must be the same thing with the P. Font size 18 pixels. And text decoration, none. None mean that it is underlined here. By the time we refresh now, it will not underline again. Shall you see now? Now text color. We want to use the same color. Let me copy this color. Where is it? Okay, this is the color. Control C. Text color. Oh, sorry, not text color. Just type color. Color. Hey, sorry. Yeah. So text color. Come back here. Refresh. Shall you see now? So guys, can we see that we are able to create this as this? So guys, can you see it? Everything is cool, man. Cool, man. You see everything we have here. This is it here. And it's still mobile responsive. It's cool. Can you see, guys? So, can you see how to do this by yourself now? So, peradventure you have any question you want to ask me, please feel free to ask me your question. Can you see that there's no difference between this and this? So, maybe in the next video, we can try to do, let me see, some of other of these. I think we have some here. But I want us to do big work. We can do this, but I have not know how to do this eyes. Although my boss taught me, I think I still need to go there. We can do this also, but this is also simple. Maybe we can do this in the next video tutorial. Yeah, we can do this, but then I believe you know how to go about it now. You know how to use CSS and HTML and external CSS. So this is our HTML and this is our external CSS. So, and that is what we're able to do now. So if you like this video, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video to those who are interested in front-end development. In this particular category, what I will be sharing with you, or in this particular playlist, everything I'll be sharing with you is front-end development. Everything in this playlist is front-end development. And if you want to learn how to design a website with maybe WordPress, no code, all this one are no code websites, you can learn a whole lot of things. How to design websites from scratch. This is how to design a banking website, a broker website, a complete banking website, shipping website. Can you see cloud mining website? Mining websites. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel that I can make use of. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs button and a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.